Hello, this is Tim Campbell at Action Coach Business Coaching with my Survive and Thrive Business Spotlight series. The purpose is to interview local business owners and promote them through my social channels and email database, as well as provide them coaching. This is a free service I'm doing because if we save every business, we save the economy. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Victoria. Welcome, Victoria. It's great to have you on the program today.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invite. You do wonderful work, and I'm so glad that you reached out to me. And small businesses, we need you. We need to thrive and survive.
Well, thank you for that. Let's jump in. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And if you had 60 seconds to promote your business, what would that commercial look like?
Sure. I help coaches, entrepreneurs, and speakers rapidly release limiting beliefs and behaviors so that they can confidently connect to their target market.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's so succinct. I love it. Most folks, I've got to give them a little bit of help in narrowing down how they promote themselves. But that's awesome. And limiting beliefs, we all have those, don't we?
We do. I have them. We all have them. That's why even coaches need coaches.
Right? So tell me, how long have you been in business for yourself?
Victoria Finch International was born in 2012, but I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always had that spirit, if you will, and I'm a parallel entrepreneur because even now I have several businesses. I started when I was 16 years old selling vibrating pillows at the mall. I would get people to put their feet in there and I would sell the pillow. I was like the top salesperson for the company because I just loved it. I fell in love with making people smile.
Good for you. That's awesome. So tell me, with your business today, who's your best customer? Who do you serve? We call it your target audience.
Sure. Typically faith-based entrepreneurs, ages 35 to 65. But when I say faith-based, I'm not talking religion. That doesn't matter. I just, someone who has a mission and a purpose. And typically I find that in faith-based, not that you have to be that way, but that's typically what my market is.
Great. And tell me, what's been the greatest impact that COVID has had on your business?
Learning to pivot. There's one thing that I always say, and it's a quote from the late, great Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer. If you know him, he's an inspirational, motivational speaker. And he said, have a mind that is open to everything, but attached to nothing. And my biggest pivot was to go from face-to-face, real life, to online. That was quite the pivot. And it took me a while. I had to get that limiting belief out of my head, right?
Yes.
That I couldn't do it.
That nobody is going to participate via Zoom or whatever video conference. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
So you mentioned the big pivot that you made in terms of going online. Was there anything else any other actions that you took to make a difference during this crazy period? And how are those actions working for you?
I hid for a little bit. I'm going to admit it. I'm totally authentic. Anyone who works with me knows that I am totally authentic because I'm in this game too, like everyone else. And so I hid and I took a whole bunch of certifications thinking that I needed more and more and more. And I was really just hiding out thinking that it's not going to work online anyway. So I think the biggest thing was just getting a lot of certifications. I'm certified with the International Board of Coaches and Practitioners. I've got an international certification. I'm also certified in the UK. And so I just got a lot of different certifications and I just increased my knowledge. And it's a blessing because now I can help people with more things.
Yeah. You mentioned the hiding. I've met a lot of folks who, when COVID first hit, they sort of ducked their head in the sand, said, hey, this is only going to be about a month, so I'm just going to wait it out. And here we are several months into it. So I'm very happy to hear that you did make the move to pivot, because there's some businesses, unfortunately, that went out of business because they weren't willing to pivot. They weren't willing to think differently about how to run their business. So congratulations on at least, realizing it and making that shift.
I'd like to eat.
Right?
I had to do something.
Well, Victoria, here's an interesting question. It's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what mistakes have you made along the way, and how can other entrepreneurs learn from your experience?
Yes, I would think that the biggest mistake that I made was not believing in myself. That whole imposter syndrome, that, who am I? What do I have to offer to anyone that you can't Google, or, and realizing that I have a message that only I can deliver. And there's enough space for everyone. And just coming to terms with that, I do have something unique and something different to offer.
Yeah.
And my mistake was that hiding. So I didn't think I did, so I hid. And so just getting out and realizing, no, I am unique and I have something to offer that's different than everyone else.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think there's a number of people, we both meet with folks who suffer from that, right? Of, I'm not good enough, it's not perfect, I can't put it out there until it's perfect. And nobody expects perfection, right? We all make mistakes, we're human.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And I think there was a second part to that question. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others.
Just basically, how can other entrepreneurs learn from your mistakes? What advice would you have for them?
I did it today. Just do it. Just get out there, because no matter where you are, there is someone that needs your help. Mm-hmm. There is someone that's not elevated to where you are, and you can help that person. Just do it.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to include some information about your company and the ways for people to contact you. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? Like maybe that you offer some type of special offer or things like that, of ways people can get some help from you?
Yes, I do offer a free no-cost discovery call. We sit down, and I promise when we do it, you can be standing up, right? However you want to do it. We chat. And so I chat with you, and when you leave that call, you have something actionable. And so I do that at no cost. And then if you'd like to go further with me, then we talk about that. Okay. But I do offer that no-cost call.
Fantastic. And we'll make sure to include that information when I post this interview. So last question here. Victoria, what's been most inspiring to you during all of this craziness?
I have to say that I've seen a lot of ugliness, but I've seen a lot of coming together. I've seen a lot of people coming to the aid of others. Families coming closer together. I live in a neighborhood that has a really nice walking path. I saw children with parents that I've never, ever seen before. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on why they're walking, right? But I've seen families get together more. Spend more time together. I've seen neighbors who never spoke before are speaking and helping elderly people. So I've seen, even though there's a lot of that ugliness and that meanness, there's been a lot of love and coming together as well.
That's wonderful. So that concludes our interview. I appreciate your time. For those listening to this interview, if you heard something in this discussion that maybe you're struggling with and you need some help to talk through it, you certainly can take advantage of Victoria's free consultation. If you are stuck in your business and haven't been able to pivot, I also offer a free coaching session or pivot session to help you to get beyond whatever is stopping your business from succeeding during this crisis. So I'll include both of those contact information for both of those offers when I post this. Victoria, it's been a pleasure learning about you and your company, and I wish you tremendous success.
You too. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I really, really appreciate it. And what you're doing for the entrepreneurs that are out there. It's great work, like I said before. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Have a fantastic day.
You too. Bye now.
Bye.